So for uh, for today's seminar in software engineering, my chosen topic is evolutionary process model. Prepared by me, Ratomoya, MCA 5th semester, roll number 11 111. Let's get started. What do you mean by evolutionary model? In this topic, we'll discuss evolutionary model. Evolutionary process model is iterative models. So using this, developer can develop increasingly more complete version of the software. Okay. Following are the examples of evolutionary process. There are three types of evolutionary process model. There is prototyping paradigm, the spiritual model, and spiral model and concurrent model. Let's go. Let's get started with the prototyping model number one. Prototype is defined as first or preliminary form using which other forms are copied or derived. So it is derived as first or preliminary using other form. Prototype model is a set of general objective for software. So it is a general objective for us, software like computer software, etc. It does not identify the requirements like detailed input output. This is a simple prototyping model, so it does not require like a detailed input or output. Okay. It is a software working model of limited functionality. So it is a limited functionality of software in this prototyping type model. In this model, working of programs are quickly produced. It is quickly the program are the working program are quickly produced. So this is a fast producing prototyping model. Let's have a look at this prototyping model diagram. So we have communications, quick design. As you already said, it is quick produce. Quick design, quick modeling, construction of prototype, developing, feedback, communication. So in this communication phase, the developer and customer meet and discuss the overall objective of the software. So uh, as you have already said here, uh, uh, fast communication, developer and customer means the discuss overall objective of the software. They discuss on communication like when you develop the software. In this communication, uh, developer and customer meet and discuss overall objective of the software. And then quick design. So quick design is implement where requirements are known. In this quick design, it includes only important aspects like input and output format in the software, and also it focus on those aspects like which are visible to the user rather than detailed plan. So it helps, and it also helps to construct a prototype. And modeling quick design. This give the idea about development of software. This is because the software is now built. Software is now built. Modeling quick design because the software is now built here. Okay, for quick design modeling, they build the software here. So it allows the developer to better understanding the exact requirement. So in this we have construction of prototype. So uh, the prototype is evaluated by the customer itself in this construction. Lastly, we have development delivery feedback. So if the user is not satisfied with current prototype, then it defines according to the requirements of the user. The process of finding prototype is repeat until the requirements used are met. So when the user are satisfied with the development prototype, then the system is developed on the basis of final prototype. Advantage and disadvantage. We have advantage and the disadvantage. Advantage of prototyping model. So these are the advantage of prototyping model. Uh, these are the advantage and disadvantage. Uh, eh, uh, Prototype model need to know in this development process users are active involved. So these are the advantage and disadvantage. Uh, so spiral model. In this spiral model, the project monitoring is easy and more effective compared to other model. It reduces the number of risks in software development before they become serious problem. Suitable for very high risk. It's suitable for very high risk. So it is this model is good for high risk. So schedule and cost is more realistic. The schedule and the cost is more realistic other than the different other model. Risk management is inbuilt in spiral model. Change can be accommodated in the large stage of development. In this model, change can be accommodated in the latter stage of development. So change can accommodate here. We have planning, estimation, schedule, risk analysis, modeling under analysis, and design under modeling, code generation, and testing under construction. So this is the spiral model. So let's see the advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of spiral model. It reduces high amount of risks. It is a good, large, and critical projects. So it gives strong approval and documentation control. And the disadvantage of spiral model is it can be costly to develop software model. It is not used for small projects. So this spiral model is not used for a small project. So that's a great disadvantage for this spiral model. Now the concurrence of model number three, the last one, concurrence of model. So active under active there is under development. There are awaiting change and under review. Below under awaiting change under revision under review baseline. So it goes like this and it rotates. Okay. In the above figure, each block represents the state of software engineering activities. So these are the states of software engineering activities. The concurrent development model. So the concurrent development model is called concurrent model. And the communication activity has complete in the first iteration and exists in the awaiting change state. And the model activity complete each initial communication and then go to the under development stage. If the customer specify the change in the requirement, then the modeling activity move from under development state into awaiting change state. So we can see here awaiting change, it moved from under development and it moved to awaiting change. So theory says that if the customer specify the change, the concurrent process model activity move from one state to another state. So concurrent process model activity from moving from one state to another state. So it moved from one state to another state. See like this, and the communication activity here complete in the first iteration exists in the waiting state. So communication activity has complete in the first iteration exists in the waiting stage. So it has a disadvantage. This model is applicable of all types in software process. This is the advantage of concurrent development model. It is easy for understanding and use, so it's very easy, and it gives immediate feedback from testing. It is very fast. Disadvantage of concurrent development model, it needs better communication between the team member. This may not be achieved all the time. So this is the great disadvantage in concurrent development model. It requires to remember status of different activities. It requires these things requires remember status of different activities, so it is not effective. Okay, thank you. That's all for my seminar.